Today we're going to do a quick overview and unboxing and initial start of the Generac ix2000 generator. Some things that are included looks like a funnel, some tool pouch, and some paperwork there, and then battery charge leads. Looking at the unit itself, it's kind of sizable. It weighs about 65 pounds. On the front panel we can see some indicator lights, some 120 plugs, and then a flex power switch which controls the output of the generator. Yeah. And then on this side we've got, looks like an access panel up top, and then some warning labels, pretty customary. Moving to the other side, we've got the choke, and we've got an access panel. Looks like primer bulb, fuel cutoff switch, and the starter rope. Underneath that panel on the other side looks like we have access to the spark plug. Removing the fuel filler cap, we can see that they included a impurities filter for the fuel, which is handy if you're out in the bush. Some starting instructions. Removing that panel will get access to add oil, and the first time you use this generator it comes dry. You'll need to add the oil. Generac includes a 0.5 liter bottle of oil. Interestingly enough, the generator says it calls for 0.6, but we just used the 0.5. Started with the filter that they had, the funnel, but it was just so slow that we moved on to mine. Now this is the initial start here. I'm going to bring the volume back up and just let you go through the motions unedited and see kind of how we struggled with the first start. I'm priming it there 6 times, but it really should have been a little bit more to get to the fuel. But anyway, listen up. I think it called for 6 pumps initially, but the first 3 were dry. I didn't know if they took that into account or not, so I just gave it 3 more to bring 3 full pumps of fuel into the generator. Checking the choke. Going ahead and putting it to half choke there, thinking, well, maybe it's flooded now. I would have expected it to crank at this point. Checking the switch. Yeah, for sure, it's definitely the fuel air valve is open. So I thought, well, let's give it a couple more pumps. That's a total of 9 pumps now. I'm sorry, a 12.
No switch over here on this side.
And my dad's asking if there's a switch on the front. There isn't, but tilted it up and looked anyway. So at this point I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to yank on this thing. So she cranks up. So I initially think, oh well, we gotta go ahead and take it off choke there, but it still wasn't long enough and the unit died.
Not got enough fuel right there.
A little bit more fuel. Now I've got it on midway of the choke right now, so I would thought, since it's cranked, that's all you would need. No, full choke. Thanks first time. If you notice, the thing hovers around if you're on concrete, which is kind of annoying. So I moved it over to the grass there. Looks like it ought to be getting warmed up, so I brought it down to about half choke there. Eventually full choke off. You can hear that case rattle. It's a little bit noisier than I would have expected. Well, here we are 10 steps away, so you can hear how loud the generator is through my iPhone built-in mic, which isn't a completely awesome indicator. And then 20 steps away. Now, I haven't adjusted the volume on this clip in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I didn't edit any of that initial starting sequence either. So that's kind of what you can expect. Walking in, Dad's got the fan out there. He's plugging it in to see what kind of output we're getting. Generator didn't even nudge at that. Notice when we switch that to flex power, it kicks the RPMs up the generator and just gives it a constant higher output. It also burns more fuel in this mode. Econo allows the generator to adjust the output based on the needs of the There she is, running a fan. Now what we're going to do next is, after the unit's run about 10 minutes, just see what it does on a warm start. So I've got it turned on right there. No choke, no prime, just pull of the rope. I would have thought it would crank right up. Nope. Put it over to choke, cranks first time, and then you take the choke off. We found that to be the case. Now the last test was to see if we could run this little 5000 BTU window unit in my unfinished shop out back. Dad's turning it on, generator's running. Really hot, a little bit of an RPM kick right there, and that condenser kicked on. But that's it. I mean, it didn't even budge. Next, I'm going to show you some specs and some output usage information. You can pause that and watch it again. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out as best I can. Thanks.